Okay, hey everyone. This is way better. I have to script the other because I have to have it concise and get through it and have it be smooth. So this is a lot better without the script that I wrote. Okay, I'm blocking this so you can't read it yet. I'm really excited to share this information with you, and I want to talk about it just a little bit more before we start. The foundational things that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to do them in 3 videos talking about the actual concepts, 3 different concepts. They work together, but I'm going to break it up just to make it easy to go back to. I'm also going to give you a video of some resources that helped me, and I want to say on the front end that the resources that helped me the most that I want to share with you based on what I'm telling you about right now, not about other things that I believe in, other things that I've learned about, but the resources that have been the most helpful in my growth have consistently been the books, podcasts, Instagram accounts, some Facebook, the people who taught me to ask good questions. Everything that I'm about to go over, it kind of came together when I looked at all the things I've learned, because I wanted to share what I've learned, and I've struggled for all 3 years. First of all, I never thought that when I started really focusing on this in 2019, it never ever occurred to me that in 2022, more than 3 years later, I was still going to be working on it. Now, I gained a lot of clarity in the last 6 months, and I have a direction that I'm stepping into finally, but it wasn't until then that actually happened. And in an effort to try to start sharing the things that I wanted to help other people know, because the only reason I know them is because other people put information out there for me to read. Every time I did, it's like I didn't feel like I had the crux of it. I didn't feel like I had the baseline. I didn't feel like I had the thing that I was supposed to share with you. I can share with you lots of things, but this is what I wanted to be able to pull together. And when it came together, it was really exciting for me. And the main reason why is that if I had kind of understood and had some clarity on the importance of these factors and how they lay beneath everything that I've worked on, I probably wouldn't have taken the 3 years to kind of wander through. Granted, I'm a self-learner, and I'm not a traditional student. I don't think anyone that has been on this journey with me would ever suggest that I am. But I've worked really hard at this, and so to have it come together like this, I'm excited to have something to hand you that I think will help you really regardless of what you're working on. So if you are trying to get stability, if you're trying to gain self-confidence, if you're trying to have better relationships, if you're trying to just do self-improvement, and just generally speaking, the things that I'm about to talk about are something that I want to encourage you to focus on understanding and looking at this stuff in relationship to whatever it is that you're doing. I do want to share what some of the things that I believe are, but that's not going to be part of these videos. I'm trying to make it, frankly, not pertinent, because I don't want you to believe what I believe. Like I said in the introduction video, or the video that I posted on socials, I just think it's important that we all believe, that we all know what we believe, and that we give ourselves an opportunity to examine those things. So these are the principles that were underneath that effort for me, and I'm going to give you a chance to look at it now. It is the first of 3 videos because there are 3 parts of this that work together. Then I'll do another video that has resources and ideas and kind of a place to start. So remember, if you have questions, the best way to interact with me is to email me. That's going to give me a chance to do this in a kind of a controlled way in my life, and not let this kind of take over what's going on. So here's what I have to offer. By the way, this is me. This is what I wear. I'm not into ring lights, filters, probably not going to be wearing makeup. I don't care if there's wrinkles in my shirt. This is me. So you can adjust your expectations if you expect something different than that. But here we go. All right, foundational truths. You are an incredibly complex living organism that functions as part of a highly complex network within a dynamic reality of both physical and metaphysical aspects that you only have control over within the present moment by utilizing information to choose your actions. This is carrying everything you do. And if you don't understand all of it, then you're not utilizing all of the bits of reality that can help you function smoothly and effectively. So we're going to break it down. First, I'm going to jump down here of both physical and metaphysical aspects. I anticipate that that's going to hang up some people's brains a little bit, so I want to clarify that first and foremost. In the path I took to heal and examine my life and grow and become more aware of what I can do to help support myself in that, the metaphysical side of reality shone so strongly, and so much of my healing happened in that area. And when I speak about metaphysical, generally speaking, what I'm talking about are things like spirit, soul, and also including, everything is made of energy. So even whether it's a ballpoint pen or a plant or a person or an animal, another animal, we have energy currents that run through us and our chakras and things like that. Those are things that I didn't grow up at all understanding or even having anyone lend validity to that. So for me to discover that there's this entire world where I am not only impacting other people on that, within that reality, there's this amazing pool of resources that I wasn't tapping into because I didn't recognize daily that I was in the middle of not only a physical realm, but a metaphysical. So I want to go ahead and clarify that right now. That's what I'm speaking of when I talk about that. I think that you can get a long way in life without understanding it, but you're nowhere near tapping into everything that you can if you're not acknowledging that there's something more than just the physical around us. So you are an incredibly complex living organism. You are not a machine. Don't act like you're a machine. Don't expect yourself to perform like a machine. Treat yourself like a functioning, living organism that not only needs fuel, but needs nourishment, needs support, needs rest. You need to learn what all your body needs, both physically and metaphysically, to be able to use it well and let it carry you through what you do. That functions as part of a highly complex network. You're not solo in this. Because in the metaphysical especially, we interact with each other constantly. Anything that we're sending out is impacting the people around us. So the cool thing to understand is that that's something that you get to work within. You're not alone. You do impact other people, but you also have the resources of that. So when we approach it as part of a whole, yes, we are individualized and we are unique, and we can only control ourselves, but we do impact other people. So to recognize that is crucial in having the life that you want to live. Within a dynamic reality, everything changes all the time. Anything that you believe right now, there's other elements that as you understand it, it becomes different. It's like you need to constantly be filling out your understanding of what is changing in the world around you. So what you understand to be true, there's always a different perspective and there's always things impacting it. We're going to go over this a little bit more in another section, but the concept that it's ever changing is really important. You can't do a one and done. You really have to be diligent about always looking at different angles and considering what you haven't considered. Of both physical and metaphysical aspects that only you have control over within the present moment. Past and future aren't in the playing field at all. You are only right now. So you can't worry too much about the future and you can't worry about the past. So The only thing that you have control over is right now. That gives you power to focus your energy on that and to not waste your energy hemming and hawing or, you know, pining over what was or wasn't. By utilizing information to choose your actions, you have the ability to gather information in a whole lot of different ways, not just your five senses that you know. You need to constantly be tapping into all the ways that you can gain information and clarity so that you can apply that to your actions, and you get to have the power over that. So those are the concepts with that I wanted to go over first. We're going to go on to the next video, and I'm going to be explaining how they work together. So be sure that you click over to the second video. This is the first of the 3 of the principles that I want to teach you.